Morning, Wayne. We will see you right here at this desk at 11:30 Eastern, as always on Fridays. And that's fresh off your being a presenter last night at the ESPYs with Jaden Daniels, Libby Dunn. Which brings me to good morning to Tiger Woods Johnson. Yesterday, we learned that Keyshawn could have been better than Tiger if he just pursued golf from a young age.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, yeah. Come on,
man.
Yeah, football players don't have no coordination like that.
They don't have that golf
They don't
coordination.
have that golf coordination.
We certainly don't have the pattern coordination you got with
Oh,
your
yeah, Reverend Pierce in the house today.
Oh, I like that.
Reverend Pierce.
You about to preach?
Yeah, I'm preaching today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good morning, Duck Boat Paul.
It's Reverend Paul today, Skip.
All right. And we did also learn from Duck Boat Paul yesterday that he gave me 20 points in Canada. If, in fact, Team USA and Canada meet for real in Paris. Keyshawn gave me 25, so I think I'm going to be...
So if they don't meet, then what does that do?
It's all.
No, it's all.
No bet.
It's all. They got to meet.
No, I think they will meet again.
See, I don't like that bet now. Because if they don't meet, we should still get paid.
No, you should still get paid for
Because
what?
that says that they're not good enough to even get there. We should still get paid.
What if Team USA is good enough to get there?
Then I'll pay you.
Right, 100%.
But I don't think that's the case.
Oh, 100%. Oh.
No bet will be no bet. All right. So speaking of Team USA, the player who said he is the #1 option, who said the other superstars are going to have to fit in around him, the player who ignited Team USA coming off the bench Thursday night against said Canada, said this after the game. I was nervous for real. I ain't gonna lie. I told LeBron, I ain't been nervous in a minute. My first time playing in the Olympics, I definitely was nervous. So Keyshawn, yesterday you compared Ant-Man's electric presence, his magnetism to Jordan's and Magic's and Kobe's. Are you surprised he readily admitted that he was nervous for a Team USA practice game?
No, I'm not. He's 22 years old. When you're that young and that excited to be somewhere, all of us has played athletes and been in situations, and even you as a journalist, when you had to sit down with whoever it was for the first time, you can't tell me that whoever that biggest interview was for the first time, you can't tell me you didn't have pits in your stomach because you might ask the wrong question or something along those lines. But knowing you, you'll say it never happened.
It never happened.
See, Coach. But in the end, I'm not. Because when you talk about Michael or Kobe or Magic, yeah, Michael played early in the '84 Olympics, but he was it was college. It wasn't.
He was coming out of college.
It wasn't the
He was coming out of college.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. It was all like the college type guys.
It was all college.
Yeah, so it was a little bit different. Here, it's almost like the magnitude of the Olympics is so much greater than it was way back when because of the dream team and all the success that the pros have had in the Olympics. So I'm not surprised for him to be his first time in a situation, even though he's a professional athlete. Not at all. You know how many nights I did not sleep before regular season, preseason football games or the start of training camp because I was so excited and ready to go and do these things and get out on the field and feel a certain way. Now, once you get hit, then your nerves calm down.
I understand. But do you know how many days you would have never admitted to anybody publicly that you didn't sleep or you were nervous?
No, I did. They asked me. I say, yeah, man, I didn't sleep. But I go out there and I perform well. It's okay to be vulnerable in these situations. It's okay. He played well. He played well.
Yeah.
Even though he was spooked in the beginning. But as his nerves, I can almost guarantee you, Paul, his nerves settled down. And I understand because the next thing is Michael would have never done that. Magic would have never done that.
Well,
Kobe would have never done that.
Okay, but you know and I know they wouldn't have. They would never have admitted it.
But he's 22. They never played
They were
in
22 at one point too.
Not in this right here. Not with LeBron James looking at you. You know, the Mount Rushmore of
No,
the
but
NBA.
you tell me he thinks he's better than LeBron James.
Yeah, but
Right now, he think he better than. But you gotta think
Everybody
about
in the league,
You gotta think
though.
about the overall presence of, like, we're not talking about the game. We're talking about the presence of what's in the locker room, Skip. You got GOAT Curry, GOAT Brown, and GOAT Durant in the locker room. You walking in every day. You over here rubbing elbows with them at breakfast. You on the bus with them. That's like, I'm thinking when I was 22, you know what? Here go a perfect example. When I got to the locker room, my first All-Star game in Philly, I think I was about 22, 23 about then, and I was in the room with Jordan. I was like, oh, damn, you know, you trying not to look. You over there like, damn, you trying not to look. You over here like, damn, that's Jordan right there.
That is Jordan.
That's Jordan right. He looking like that, look like, he not only saying like, damn, that's LeBron, he like, damn, that's KD.
No, that's true.
That's Curry. Like, he's nervous, and this is not a scared nervous for the game. I don't think that's it. Because when you saw his game, did his game look nervous? His game don't never look nervous. It's not a nervousness, and for the fact that he admitted it, yeah, okay, he's 22, like Keith said, and you're on a global stage for the first time. This is not Minnesota. You representing your whole country, and you got the world watching you sitting on the bench over there, LeBron. There's just so much going on, and don't confuse nervousness, Skip, with being scared or fear. Because I was nervous before every game because you overthinking it.
Every game.
You thinking about the outcome, the possibilities, what can happen, your vision is. Yeah, you thinking about all of that. So the nervousness, it comes from excitement. That's what I think he's talking about. He's nervous because he's excited. Because is he nervous when he say, oh, y'all got to play through me? That don't sound like nervous to me. This is the Ant-Man here, too. Look, guys, I'm nervous. You know, y'all been doing this for a long time, but, you know, I'm coming along because, look, I got my own shoe, too. When we're in the locker room, you looking at their shoes. You looking at, I'm telling you, this is what they do. This is like, because I'm talking about All-Star. I've been in an All-Star game. You know, guys was looking at their shoes like, I got a shoe now, too. And,
I got it.
Like, so this ain't a nervousness that we talking about as far as scared or all of that. This is exciting for him, man.
Okay, before I answer this, I will point out to you very quickly, there was only one time in my career where I was nervous for an interview, and I'm going to tell you what it was. I was out here right out of college in L.A. at the L.A. Times, and I was assigned to spend a week with O.J. Simpson when he was acting in the offseason. But I'm going to get to the punchline of this story because he was making a TV movie,
Right.
and I loved O.J. And again, I know what happened, and we don't.
Yeah,
wanna
we
get
ain't
into
even talking about that.
All right, but I had no issue with being around OJ for a week because he's about as easy to be around as any human ever was. But I got to, or had to, interview his co-star, who was the star of my favorite show when I was a little kid, Bewitched. And it was Elizabeth.
I remember Bewitched.
Elizabeth Montgomery. And listen, for me, she was about as hot as it got. And for me to sit down with Elizabeth Montgomery, I was scared to death.
Oh, so it wasn't OJ, it was Elizabeth.
It was Elizabeth. It wasn't OJ, it was Elizabeth.
OJ.
So the only time in my career I was actually nervous, I was fumbling and stumbling, was I got to sit down in her trailer with her, Elizabeth Montgomery. I'm thinking, she is Samantha Stevens.
You
like,
may
what?
say the wrong thing.
Yeah. And I'm like,
then it's over with.
I'm choking.
It happens.
Right, okay.
But her level of stardom wasn't the same as what Ant-Man is around.
Okay.
But see, and if I would have sat down, if I would have sat down with her, I
She was
would
a
have been
way
nervous.
bigger star than OJ was at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. All right. Okay. I believe that on this show, you have been as guilty as I have been overhyping Micah Parsons, overhyping Ant-Man. Okay? Because I still haven't seen enough of it. He hasn't backed it up enough to show me that he is Jordan-esque or Magic-esque or Kobe-esque. And I'm going to go back to what we just saw in the playoffs, and I get it, he's still an NBA baby, but is he that guy? Is he already showing you that he's going to be special, as in the best player in the league, the face of the league, ultimately belonging in the same conversation with those guys that you brought up just in sort of presence and magnetism? Because I'm going to remind you what happened in the closeout game against Denver when they knocked off Denver. In the fourth quarter, he was 1 for 8. And I was like, well, they kind of pulled it off in spite of him in the fourth quarter. Then we came to the Dallas series. And again in fourth quarters, he just wouldn't shoot. It was like what I keep talking about, Caitlin Clark. Just go. If you're him, go. Shoot it more. And the first three, they lost 3 in a row, and he just wouldn't shoot it. And they finally won game 4 at Dallas. And after the game, he was on court, interviewed by Allie LaForce, and he was asked, what was the difference tonight? And I'll just read you the quote. He said, "I was aggressive. I didn't run to the corner and just